Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fan Talk. Me, Kyle Brenchley, here to cover another game of the NBA Finals. If you're just checking this out for the first time, this is a sports podcast by me. I'm just a guy who loves sports, and it's from the fans' perspective. Hopefully it's a unique perspective. Hopefully it provides some cool insights from what we see on the couch. Because I assume most of the people watching this, most of the people listening to any sports podcast, they're sports fans, and so their perspective is not always represented. So we're gonna give that a shot. Thanks for tuning in. This podcast is found on Spotify, iHeartRadio, and YouTube by just searching Fan Talk and Kyle Brenchley. That's kind of the keywords there. And what I'm doing here, the last couple episodes, I've talked about a variety of things, but now I'm finishing off with doing a preview and a review of every NBA Finals game. So last episode was Game 1. Go check it out if you haven't already. And we're going to talk about Game 1 a little bit here and then preview Game 2, which is happening tomorrow night, Sunday, at 6 p.m. at Mountain Standard Time. So obviously, NBA Finals, you got the Denver Nuggets and you got the Miami Heat. The Nuggets were the 1 seed in the West, Heat 8 seed in the East. Both have had really, really impressive playoff runs, and now they're clashing in the NBA Finals. Game 1 was on Thursday night, and the Nuggets won. Denver got the first win, 104-93, behind another triple-double from Nikola Jokic. Now, this guy is great. This is his 9th triple-double of these playoffs. They've played 15 games in the playoffs, and 9 of those games were triple-doubles for Nikola Jokic. I have some stats here. He's averaging 29.8 points, 13.1 rebounds, and 10.5 assists during their playoff run. So he's averaging a triple-double. Only one other player in NBA history has done this, and this was Jason Kidd back in 2007. And Jokic is scoring a lot more points than Jason Kidd did during that stretch in 2007. So he's doing something, no one's really done. No one can stop him. The Heat had a hard time stopping him. You double team him and he passes it out to an open player. You go one-on-one and he just bullies you down in the paint and scores. There's not really a good way to stop Nikola Jokic, which is great to hear if you're a Nuggets fan, which is perhaps troublesome if you are a Miami Heat fan. Jokic, when he gets a triple-double in a game, the Nuggets are 35-3, 8-1 in the playoffs. So pretty much if he's getting a triple-double, then they're winning, which makes sense because he's scoring 30 points. He's getting rebounds. He's setting up his other teammates at least 10 times. So he's an animal. He's a beast. He's crazy. Let's move over to the Miami Heat now real quick. A stat that maybe most people looked over, and maybe not the most glamorous thing for sure, but the Miami Heat only attempted 2 free throws in the entire game. The whole 48 minutes, only 2 free throws, which is the fewest in franchise history and fewest of any team in any playoff game in NBA history. Only 2. Wow, that's crazy. Totally crazy. One bright spot for Miami, Bam Adebayo scored 25 shots, scored 26 points, and pretty much was looking really good offensively. Problem was, the rest of the Miami Heat team was not looking good offensively. Jimmy Butler only 13 points. Caleb Martin, who I praised in the last video, only scored 3. I kind of maybe jinxed him there. My bad, Caleb. Vincent had 19. Strus, 0 points, 0 from 9 shooting. And Duncan Robinson. So there was no help. No, the top 3 scorers were Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent, and Haywood Highsmith, who usually only plays defense, but played up to 23 minutes and scored 18 points. He was behind Bam. He was their best player. So really poor offensive performance by the Miami Heat. Look for Jimmy Butler to step up. Look for Caleb Martin to bounce back. Max Strus to get out of his head. And maybe Tyler Hero's coming back. There's been all these rumors. They've been talking that he'd be ready by the finals. But, I mean, when you break your hand, just less than 2 months ago, there's time to heal. And so we'll see what Tyler Hero brings. And will it mix up the lineup? Will it change the game plan of Spoelstra? Who knows? Kevin Love's kind of out of the rotation, so maybe they should try some new things. Down 1-0, no need to panic now, but adjustments do need to be made for game 2, especially since you're playing the Nuggets, and the Nuggets can score fast and play good defense, and things can get out of hand. One more stat for the Heat. Opponents have shot 56% from 2-point range against the Heat in the playoffs. So it's not just their offense that was struggling, it was their defense. Now, they ranked 15th out of 16th playoff teams in opponent 2-point percentage. So basically, all their opponents are able to either get to the basket or get a short range shot or to get a jumper. They're doing all these things, and the Heat aren't able to defend. Maybe that's a lack of size. Maybe it's the pick and roll actions really, really easy to pick apart against them. Both the Nuggets and the Celtics were using that. Maybe it's just fatigue. Maybe it's a variety of all of those things. But look for the Heat to be better on defense and offense. For the Nuggets, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Nuggets played really good basketball. They did kind of let up in the fourth quarter. Just a little bit. The Heat did cut it to 9 points at one point. But whenever Jokic is playing well, Jamal Murray, that guy, pretty sure that guy missed like 3 shots out of all that he took. He probably missed more, but it just seemed like he only missed 3 shots the whole night. And then these role players, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter, Bruce Brown, these guys are stepping up. These guys are playing well. So the Nuggets are very good position right now, up 1-0. Game 2. So I'm going to post on my Instagram story. Go check it out, KBrench Sports, or you can just go to my main account, KBrench. And I'm going to ask you, who do you think will win Game 2? I'm making my prediction right now. I think the Nuggets, they're good at home. They have not lost at home during the playoffs yet. I think they will win Game 2 and go up 2-0 against Miami. I just think there's too many adjustments that need to be made, and the margin of error is very, very small to beat these Denver Nuggets. So the Miami Heat need to come up with something. They need to, go to the drawing board, figure out their defense, make sure everybody's clicking on offense. They missed a lot of shots. They were only 39 for 96, so 40% from the field. And they got to get to the line more. Only 2 free throws. That's kind of crazy. But I do think the Denver Nuggets win Game 2. I think Jokic has another triple-double, another big night. I do think the Heat play a little better, but still come up short and go down 2-0. But in the face of adversity, Jimmy Butler, that's where he thrives. That's where he thrives. So look for him to bounce back. But that's what I think for Game 2. I say Denver takes Game 2. And, of course, let me know, go vote, and tell me what you think will win. And thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. I will post another episode after Game 2, breaking that down and looking forward to the future. So, happy Saturday, have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.